Hello, my name is Herbert Paul, and I am president of the NYU Alumni Association. On behalf of the association, I extend congratulations to the class of 1997 and your families. May 15th was the 165th commencement at New York University. It was a spectacular day, one that we will all remember for years to come. I was privileged to share that event with you and hope that this video will be a keepsake of yours for years to come. And when you review it and look at it, it will rekindle the spirit and optimism that you had on that day. I encourage you to let us know what you are doing and to stay involved in the Alumni Association of your school. You are important to us, and we want to keep you as part of the NYU family. Good luck and best wishes as you start this new phase of your lives.
I am feeling wonderful. It took me 8 years to get here. I am so happy.
Oh, I feel great. I feel absolutely wonderful. You know, finally after 4 years, it's absolutely amazing.
There's no place like being downtown in the village and having the village your campus. It's great.
Right now we're rather timid but yet joyful.
It's a great celebration. So.
I'm proud of everyone, and I'm going to miss my friends, and this is a wonderful university.
Hang out with all our friends before everybody goes their separate ways, and then off to law school.
Congratulations, everyone, class of 97.
Good luck, and I wish you the best in the future.
Here now, in the presence of candidates for academic recognition, members of the faculty and administration, alumni, trustees, honored guests, and friends of New York University, the 165th commencement is hereby convened.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of New York University, Mr. Lawrence A. Tisch.
All right, Larry.
Good morning. On behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees of New York University, I am pleased to welcome you to this year's commencement and to offer congratulations to all the graduates of 1997. Many years ago, 55 to be exact, I too received a degree from this university. Now you of the class of 97 are about to join me and over 300,000 others as alumni of NYU. Your parents, your professors, the people who work here, your fellow students, all have contributed to your education. But just as you alone were responsible for what you learned and achieved here, so you alone are responsible for what you do with that learning once you leave. The trustees of New York University offer you our warm wishes and very best hopes for a wonderful future.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Alumni Affairs Committee of the Board of Trustees, H. Dell Hemmedinger.
Congratulations. As is our custom, we pay tribute to past graduates of our university who, through their labors and loyalties, have enriched the life of this institution. This is a fitting prologue, for in a short time, you, the students who sit before me, will join the ranks of NYU's alumni. In the enterprise that is a university, our graduates form the bonds that hold us together, providing a continuing with the past and support for the future. You, the class of 1927 to the class of 1997, are both the memory and the hope. And no institution that aspires to greatness could expect to succeed without your energy and your vision. Let me now turn and recognize those graduates who are celebrating important class anniversaries. Members of the Silver Anniversary Class of 1972. Members of the Golden Anniversary Class of 1947. And members of the classes that graduated more than 50 years ago. Would you all rise so we can salute you? And now we continue a tradition of saluting the representative of the earliest class attending this commencement. It gives me great pleasure to recognize Marion Weil Oppenheim, Washington Square College, class of 1924. Ms. Oppenheim, on behalf of your fellow graduates and the entire university community, we wish to present to you this token of our esteem. You bring us honor and distinction. Thank you very much, and congratulations for joining us.
The Albert Gallatin Medal of New York University, named in honor of one of our founders, is awarded annually to a graduate, honorary alumnus or alumna, or member of the university family who has made an outstanding contribution to society. and it gives me great personal pleasure to recognize this year's recipient. An innovator in the field of real estate education, he was the driving force behind the creation of the New York University Real Estate Institute in 1967. With vision and foresight, he has, for over 3 decades, guided the Institute to its current prominence as the premier institution for real estate education in the country. As its chairman emeritus, he has continued to lead and to serve the Institute in a variety of capacities as adjunct professor of real estate, advocate, counselor, and spokesperson. A principal benefactor of the university, he has supported programs in a fashion that is consistent with his convictions, recognizing that a rich university experience requires an environment conducive to social interaction. In recognition of his achievements in the field of real estate, his extraordinary support for higher education, and his service to others, New York University is honored to present the Albert Gallatin Medal to Larry A. Silverstein, May 15, 1997.
Today's student speaker, Rachel Johnson, an outstanding scholar, exemplary campus citizen, and dedicated student leader, is receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree from the College of Arts and Science. Among her many honors, the one she is most proud of is her Silverstein Scholarship, named for today's Gallatin medalist. She graduates as a member of Phi Beta Kappa with a 3.94 grade point average, and will attend the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, where she will pursue a joint MD, PhD degree. I am pleased to introduce Rachel Johnson.
Thank you, Vice President Marshak. President Oliva, honored guests, trustees, faculty, fellow students, family, and friends. What a glorious day this is. As we gather here, we celebrate our hard work, and we pay tribute to the things that made our success possible. As I look out on the park today, and as I attempt to represent all of you, my fellow graduates, 2 things strike me. First, I think of where I am going in the context of my own family and my own history, and I know that I have not come this far alone. Although I will go places that my great-great-grandmother, Annie Watkins, born into slavery, would never have dreamed of, it is her toil, her strength, her faith, and the toil, the strength, the faith that she imparted to her children, and they to their children, that have allowed me to come this far. Second, I know that I am not alone in my debt. We are all here because we are all here because others have cleared the way for us. And as I search for words and images that convey the gratitude we owe to our parents, our religious faiths, our ancestors, our communities, I recall a West African proverb. A society grows great when old men plant trees under whose shade they know they will never sit. And here is the challenge. My great-great-grandmother Watkins did not survive slavery and fight for freedom so that we could become complacent citizens. Susan B. Anthony did not speak out for the rights of women so that we would allow our voices to remain muted. Gandhi did not endure hunger and reject violence so that we would harden our hearts to those in need. Let us not be so consumed with immediate results and instant gratification that we fail to plant the seeds that our children and our children's children will see blossom. We have been given the tools with which to make a difference. We have spent countless hours at NYU absorbing information, grappling with ideas, presenting our results, learning, growing, changing. Our NYU education has enabled and equipped us to shape tomorrow. And now what? Our chance to shine is now. We are on our way to greatness. We will lead our nations and the world into the 21st century. I know that we will continue to achieve greatness at every level. In the words of the great Nelson Mandela, it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. So don't play small. Think globally. Recognize your own greatness. We, the class of 1997, are brilliant. We, the class of 1997, are gorgeous. We, the class of 1997, are talented. And we, the class of 1997, are fabulous. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things from us. The class of 1997 is going to acknowledge the past, look beyond the present, and work towards a better future. We will leave our mark, and our children and our children's children will remember us and thank us as they seek shelter in the shade of the trees that we have planted. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, those who are to receive honorary degrees will now be presented to President Oliva. The Secretary of the University will call upon distinguished members of the faculty to present the honorary degree candidates. The candidates will be escorted by members of the Board of Trustees. Assisting with the investiture will be Senior Vice President Harvey J. Stetman.
Paolo Blasi, distinguished educator and physicist. Your commitment to academia and to the advancement of learning stands as an inspiring model for university leaders everywhere. Your professional career from student scholar to university professor has been spent at the University of Florence, dedicated to teaching and research in nuclear physics. Since 1991, you have served as the rector of your university, and true to the great Renaissance spirit of inquiry and discovery, which radiated outward from Florence and enlightened the world, you have sought to make education an instrument for elevating human understanding and knowledge.
Paolo Blasi, great leader in higher education, globally, my good friend. On behalf of New York University, I am pleased to confer upon you, by virtue of the authority vested in me, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Well done.
Edgar Miles Bronfman, entrepreneur, philanthropist, patron of education, your astute business talents and your devotion to charitable and humanitarian causes have earned you much deserved honor and acclaim. As chairman of the World Jewish Congress, you have served as a steadfast advocate for Jewish causes and as a staunch voice against anti-Semitism wherever that evil manifests itself. Here at NYU, your generosity has helped establish the Edgar Bronfman Center for Jewish Student Life, the Bronfman Visiting Professorship in the Humanities, and the Bronfman Scholars Fund.
That's right. That's it. Edgar Miles Bronfman, on behalf of New York University, I am pleased to confer upon you, by virtue of the authority vested in me, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa. Got it. Well done. Give me a hug. Good job. Good job. I think they like this.
You began your career in stand-up comedy, honing the skills that would make you America's best loved humorist. Your achievements as a performer are exceptional by any measure. You have earned numerous gold and platinum records, received 9 Grammy Awards, and have become one of the best-selling authors of our time. In the 1960s, you helped bring down racial barriers in television, starring as Scott Alexander in I Spy. One of the first significant dramatic roles for an African American in television, and one for which you won 3 Emmy Awards. Over the years since then, you have continued to light up our television and movie screens, starring most notably, of course, in The Cosby Show. Together with your wife, Camille, you have been a generous supporter of many colleges and universities, opening the doors of opportunity and achievement to thousands of talented students. Indeed, in all your characters, productions, and performances, you have devoted your talents to simultaneously uplifting and entertaining, to showing how laughter and enlightenment can go hand in hand.
Thank you, Madam Day. Dr. William H. Cosby, Jr.
Yes.
On behalf of New York University, I am pleased to confer upon you, by virtue of the authority vested in me, degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa. Woo!
Award-winning architect and sculptor, your creations have added new perspectives and viewpoints to the realm of public and monumental art. Your works demonstrate how the minimalist perspective can express our most heartfelt emotions. While you were an undergraduate, your design for the memorial to commemorate the men and women who served in the Vietnam War was chosen for the place of honor on the Mall in Washington. Your concept was at once simple and profound, and the completed memorial has come to hold a special place in our national consciousness. Conscious of the need to protect the environment and preserve the flow of landscapes and natural formations, your art makes telling use of earth, rock, water, and organic and recycled materials to provoke questions and inspire reflection in the minds of your viewers.
Maya Lin, on behalf of New York University, I am pleased to confer upon you, by virtue of the authority vested in me, the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
Silverstein Todd Whitman. Distinguished civic leader and elected official, you have put your tremendous reserves of courage, commitment, and compassion at the service of the people of the Garden State. As a director of the Board of Freeholders in Somerset County and as president of the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities, you proved your considerable gifts for public administration and management. Elected governor of your state in 1993, you have enacted far-reaching economic reforms, acted as a diligent steward of your state's parklands and seashore, and sponsored major new initiatives in housing, education, health care, and legal reform. The positive example you have set as a working woman and mother holding high elected office is an inspiration to women who seek to hold positions of leadership in public life.
Thank you, Karen. Christine Todd Whitman, on behalf of New York University, I am pleased to confer upon you, by virtue of the authority vested in me, the Doctorate of Humane Letters honoris causa. It is now my honor and my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. William H. Cosby, Jr., who will respond on behalf of the honorary degree recipients. There you go.
I will not. I will. What happened over here? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for all of you. You now have to become responsible people to the community. Now, we're no longer giving you any more slack. You're not going to be expected to max out on any more of these credit cards. We're not saving you anymore. This is it. You take up, right, Boo is correct. You're not children. There are old people sitting back there on the fences, and they're waiting for you. Not to come home. Not to come back. You got siblings who are saying, is she really coming back? They don't want you back there. You're not a liked person at all. You go out, you have a little lunch and dinner, and then you go find an apartment, pay for it yourself. That's right. With no help. Oh, I got quiet. What happened to all the pom-poms? Miss Johnson just told you how wonderful you are. The world is waiting for you. What happened to the cheering here? That's right. That's right. All right. The world is waiting for you. Last but not least, if you want to make a change in the world, if you want to make a change, you individually want to make the world a better place, you don't have to become a huge, wealthy, powerful person. Do you agree? Good. Then pay off your student loan, damn it. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Governor Christine Todd Whitman, who will deliver commencement remarks.
Thank you. As the formal presenter of commencement remarks, I am expected to say something that you will take with you for life from today. One thing that I'm sure you've heard a lot is life is an ongoing learning experience. And I want to tell you that's very true for me today. I have learned two very compelling things. One, always march in a parade near Bill Cosby and be willing to enter into that thing that all our English teachers told us about, that willing suspension of disbelief, so you can pretend the cheers are for you. And secondly, never follow him to a podium. Never try to give the speech. To the class of 1997, congratulations. You've worked hard for today with a lot of support from family and friends and loved ones. And there is something that you should remember and take away. You, starting today, can make a difference beyond paying off your credit card bills. You can make a difference to this state, this nation, and this world. Always, always as you go forward, remember to take time for yourself because you need that for your sanity. But also, set aside some time for others. Give back a little bit. You have been given the greatest gift anyone can give you, and that is knowledge. Now it's up to you. I know when I look out over this crowd that we're in very good hands in the future. I talk of New Jersey as being many faces, but one family. I believe that our nation is that, and so is our world. And I have to say, looking out today, that our family is in very good hands. Good luck to each and every one of you.
Members of the class of 1997. In a few minutes, I have the honor to bestow all those degrees. But first, celebrate the fact that we carry the name of this town, New York City. Right? Pause to give us a few moments to celebrate, and if you don't mind, provide an enormous reservoir of energy which we derive our name and our attitude, our style, our look, our inspiration, our strength. Because New York City can complain about the distinction of being the musical theater capital of the world, most appropriate salute is music. Let it be.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York.
Time for speeches is now over. Time to honor you is here. It's a bittersweet moment when we say goodbye. Got a lot of friends out there, and it's the toughest part, to say goodbye to good friends. But if I speak for all your friends and all your family, we say farewell, we say Godspeed. We say we're very proud of you. And now, conferring of your degrees.
I would now ask the deans of New York University to present the candidates for all degrees and certificates.
Dr. Oliva, on behalf of my colleagues on the faculty, I am honored to present to you the 1,587 brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous members of the College of Arts and Science, class of '97. To represent them and to receive the baccalaureate diploma on behalf of all her fellow graduates in the college, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Sejal Pravin Shah.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the graduates of the School of Law, a spectacularly talented group of men and women who come to Washington Square from 48 nations and who understand the responsibility to use law to make the world in which we live a better place. 450 graduates will receive the Juris Doctor degree, and another 475 graduates will receive advanced degrees in law. Mr. President, representing the students who will receive the Juris Doctor degree, I am delighted to present to you Robin Thiemann. Mr. President, representing the students who will receive advanced degrees in law, I am delighted to present to you Stephen Palestine.
Mr. President, in the presence of the prestigious academic community of our university, their fellow graduates, their parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine have accepted the awesome responsibility for the health care of our fellow humans. Mr. President, the 139 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine who have completed with distinction the rigorous and demanding education and training programs of our School of Medicine stand before you. I present Edith Rachel Letterman.
Mr. President, it's my privilege to present to you 38 candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science, 7 candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Dental Health Education, and 266 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery. At this time, Mr. President, it's my pleasure to introduce Anna Maria Kralikowska, who was honored to accept her diploma on behalf of the Dental Hygiene Program class. It's my pleasure now to introduce Rhonda Goldman, who's proud to receive her diploma on behalf of the BS in Dental Health Education. Now my pleasure to introduce Jeffrey Scott Carlin, who looks forward to receiving his diploma on behalf of the DDS program class.
Mr. President, it is my privilege to present to you our outstanding, talented, and highly dedicated candidates for the master's degree, advanced certification, and the Doctor of Philosophy degree of the Graduate School of Arts and Science. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you Brian P. Kellahan of the Center for Near Eastern Studies, who will accept the master's degree on behalf of all of the master's candidates. It is my honor to present to you Wei Wang of the Department of Chemistry, who will accept the PhD degree on behalf of all the doctoral candidates.
Mr. President, for more than 100 years, our school has been preparing professionals in education, health, nursing, communications, art, music, and theater. Mr. President, I am proud to present Mary Catherine Radigan, who will receive her bachelor's degree on behalf of 497 classmates. Congratulations. Mr. President, I am now proud to present Maria Teresa Brillant, who will receive her master's degree on behalf of her 937 fellow graduates. Mr. President, I am now especially proud to present Roxana Anderson Scott, who will receive her doctoral degree on behalf of our 6-year certificate and doctoral candidates.
Mr. President, it is my privilege to present to you 697 of the best undergraduate business students in this country and the future business leaders and entrepreneurs of this world who have fulfilled all the formal requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree from the Leonard Stern School Undergraduate College. It is also my pleasure, Mr. President, to present to you Ms. Alla Drusman, who will receive her diploma on behalf of all of the Bachelor of Science degree candidates at the Stern School.
Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduate degrees in business administration. The class has come to us from all 50 states and over 50 nations. It consists of some 1,306 students, 1,262 candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration, 30 candidates for the degree Master of Science in Statistics and Operations Research, 2 candidates for the degree Master of Science in Information Systems, and 12 candidates for the degree Master of Philosophy. I am pleased to present Donald Weinstein, a candidate for the degree of Master's in Business Administration, who will accept the master's degree on behalf of his class. I am pleased to present George Alianis, who will accept the degree Doctor of Philosophy on behalf of his 18 classmates who have earned their doctorates during the academic year just ending.
Mr. President, the School of Continuing Education is pleased to present to you 513 extraordinary candidates for associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees. They have met all requirements for their degrees, and the faculty recommends them to you with pride and affection. I am honored to present to you today Jean Waters, who will accept her diploma on behalf of all of our associate degree candidates. President, I am pleased to present Deborah Hazel, who will receive her diploma on behalf of all of our bachelor's degree candidates. And Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you Michael Jane Canalizo, who will receive his diploma on behalf of all of the master's degree candidates.
Mr. President, it is with great pride that I present to you today 335 candidates from the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service for the degrees of Masters of Public Administration, Master of Urban Planning, and Master of Science, and 4 candidates for the PhD. Mr. President, I am pleased to introduce Ms. Jody Madala, who representing the class for the master's degrees. Mr. President, I am now pleased to introduce Mr. Ross Rubenstein, who is representing the candidates for the PhD.
Mr. President, I have the privilege of presenting 487 graduates from the Eric Grant School of Social Work today. Our graduates reflect a commitment to education and service. They have trained in over 300 agencies and hospitals, and they too reflect a commitment on the part of the university to education and public service. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting Lottie Castillo, who received her diploma on behalf of the 19 undergraduate students. Mr. President, I have the privilege of presenting Willa Johnson, who represents our master's students. And these students include our first class from the Sarah Lawrence College. Congratulations. Finally, Mr. President, I have the honor to present Louis Josephson, Dr. Louis Josephson, who will receive his diploma on behalf of all our doctoral candidates. Congratulations.
Dr. Oliva, I present to you the prophets, the visionaries, the men and women of the fire, the Tisch School of the Arts class of 1997. Woo! The Tisch School sends out the men and women who hold up a mirror to our lives and give a glimpse of the human heart and the human spirit. Dr. Oliva, it's my pleasure to present to you Britt A. Till of the Department of Undergraduate Film and Television, who will receive the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree on behalf of all the undergraduates. Dr. Oliva, it's my pleasure to present to you Dana L. Parrott of the Dance Department, who will receive the Masters of Arts degree on behalf of all the graduate students.
The Gallatin School of Individualized Study is the youngest, the smallest, and the innovative college of NYU. The students are all individual. We can't get them to cheer at the same time. Matter of fact, the faculty and I are never quite sure what they're doing. But whatever it is wonderful, inventive work. Mr. President, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Rachel, Amy, Roseman, who will receive the diploma on behalf of all the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. It is now my pleasure to present to you Sharon Esther Lampert, who will receive the diploma on behalf of all the candidates for the Master of Arts degree.
We now proceed to the formal conferral of degrees. In keeping with the traditions of New York University, we highlight this most important moment in our ceremony by the passing of the university torch, the symbol of learning, from a senior member of our academic community to the most junior. On stage now, holding the university torch, is Professor Jerome Berkowitz of the Courant Institute of Mathematical Science. As President Oliva confers the degrees, the torch will be passed to the youngest member of the undergraduate class, Cy Siavat Sharp of the College of Arts and Sciences. And now, may I ask all of the candidates for degrees and certificates to rise for the conferring of their degrees in course by President Oliva.
Members of the class of 1997, through your successful efforts as certified by the recommendation of your deans, you have met the requirements of your respective schools and thus deserve to receive the hallmark of this university, New York University. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of New York University, I admit you to the degrees and certificates for which you have been recommended. Congratulations, congratulations.
degree. I should get like an honorary.
She's the best, really.